What's up, guys? What is up? Welcome back to another video. As you all know, it's your girl Ray, and that's Sunny. She doesn't want to introduce herself. Today, we're coming at you with don't talk about the chairs, okay? We broke, okay? We're coming at you with another video.
They can't even see the chairs. We're chilling.
Oh, well, it's lawn chairs if you can't see it.
You don't have to say that, bro.
I don't know. Okay, so anyways, we're coming at you with a different video, I'd say.
Yeah, this is it's gonna get a little deep.
It might get a little deep. It might not. We'll see what it is. So today, as you can tell by this title, we're gonna be asking each other controversial questions about one's race. So as you guys can probably tell, I am African American. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. She's white. I don't know if there's a Caucasian.
Sure.
She's white American.
Same thing.
I don't know which one would you go as.
White and Caucasian is the same
She's
thing.
white American.
Yep.
So yeah, so we're just gonna get into it. This is an open space. One thing, this is an open space. So no questions or dumb questions. No questions are out of the
questions.
exactly. No questions are out of the way of being asked.
Yeah,
Any questions you want to ask, we gotta ask them. Okay. So who wants to go first?
You go first.
I'll go first. Okay, I'll go first. Guys, I did pull some of these questions from some other people, so don't try to do me. Okay, because it's an open space, like I said. So the first question, it stems from a Black experience, okay? Because
Your experience?
well, not necessarily a Black experience, but a minority experience. I'm pretty sure every minority does this. No, because every minority does this, but I'm not sure if white people do this. Okay, so when you walk in the room, do you notice when there is no other white person in the room?
No, I don't think so. Like, not really.
Not at all. Do you care?
No.
It's the fact that...
No, I don't know this.
Mm.
I don't, but also in public, I'm trying to avoid, like, looking at other people in general.
No, but... I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Well, what?
No, I was saying, but it's like... Yeah, you could look at it that way, but... With being a minority, being Black, you just feel comfortable in Black spaces. So when I go into a room, when I go in a classroom, because I'm from Las Vegas, grew up, born and raised here. So when I go into a classroom, or like just going to classrooms, I was always the only, you know what I mean? The only Black person. So it's very noticeable, and your experience can be so different. For me, as being a Black person, the experience is so different being a Black person when there's another Black person in there.
That makes sense. Like, if I was, like, in a group, like, I had to do, like, some kind of group thing, and it was all Black people, and I'm the only white person, there would probably be, like, they would all understand each other more than, like, I would understand. And then I'd feel, like, a little bit, like I just don't really fit in. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, I would feel like that. So I see
now, would you feel like that? But do you ever? Like, in the past. It's not like a hypothetical. Like, do you ever? Because I have 100%.
I'm not in that situation. Like, I can't think of a time where it's...
Just...
I've been the only white person, but it's always other races. It's never, like... It'll be, like... There'll be, like... Other people who, like, look white. So
yeah. So they're white.
Yeah.
No, listen... Here's the thing what people don't understand. You can be white just from a different country. So you could be a white Mexican because, you know what I mean? You could be a... There's levels to it. There's levels to it. There's definitely levels to it. So I definitely get what you're saying. But that's interesting to know that.
Yeah, I know, like, at my school, there was only, like... There'd be, like... there was only, like, a couple of Black kids in my whole...
Yeah, and that was, like, the opposite for me. Well, I didn't really... Actually, I did, but kind of didn't. So where I grew up, it was, like, a lot of, like, Mexicans and white... Like, Hispanics and white people. So it's, like... I was like the only black. I didn't have my first black teacher until 8th grade, and he taught science.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's, I don't know. It's a different experience to say the least.
Yeah, for sure.
And you have never had
I
experience before.
I never thought about that.
Mm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next question I have. It seems like you're wearing them now. Why do you wear shorts in the winter? Why do you wear shorts when it's cold as hell outside?
Okay. I mean,
Don't say you don't, because we were walking. I remember the exact incident when we were walking to the gym and your ass had on some fucking shorts.
honestly, like
It's cold as hell outside.
I'm not gonna let the weather like dictate what I want to wear. Like, I'm gonna wear what
Okay.
I wear pants when it's like 100 degrees. I wear a hoodie.
Okay, well, yeah, pants is we can get that, but it's like, are your legs not cold? Because it's like, it's not like a single experience, you know. Right now, you're talking for the whole community. you're talking on behalf of the whole community.
Honestly, I think maybe it's just more like a fuck. Like, I can't explain it. It's like white people will just be like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm gonna just wear shorts.
I don't
like,
think that's what it is.
What do you
not- I
think
don't
it
give a
is?
fuck,
Do you
like-
think white people like biologically don't get?
100%.
That's
Biologically, you guys are different. You guys are ice people, okay?
That is true.
You guys are known as ice people. We're sun people. You know what I'm saying?
That
You
makes
guys
sense.
actually have a different layer, another
Yeah.
layer of skin. Don't quote me on this, but you could quote me on this. I read a study, saw a study on TikTok or something, but you actually have another layer of skin that helps you survive in the cold more so than I do, and ours is
I
thinner.
believe it because it's also like this. It makes sense. The skin color is more suitable for like the sun. Obviously, like I'm gonna get skin cancer in the sun.
We can get skin cancer, but it's like you're gonna burn.
But white people are like
They be
way
burning.
more.
That
Yeah.
shit blows me. Like I've never had sunburn in my life, and it disgusts. I don't want to say
Black
disgusting,
people
but
get sunburned. Wait.
I don't know. I think
I
so.
think so.
100. Like if you're like, I think you can get sunburn, but I've never seen a black person get it. Maybe if you're like mixed or something, if you have like light skin, I don't know. But me personally, I've never had sunburn. So it's like when I see white people get sunburn and their
You've never
skin
had
starts peeling.
Fucking sucks.
Oh my gosh, y'all! It makes my skin crawl.
Oh, it like grosses you out.
It grosses me out to the max when white people get
It
sun.
is like kind of gross.
Like that's disgusting. I'm not gonna say disgusting. Look, because that's. I want to see a black person. If you're a black person out there and you've got suntan, sunburn, because you get suntan, okay. Only thing I get is darker. That's what I get. I only get darker. Y'all peel
Yeah.
and it burns. from what I heard.
The peeling part, then it's already over. But before that, it shit just hurts.
It's just wild. That's wild. I'm sorry, that just blew my mind. Okay, so the next question I have, it's a bit of a more serious question, but not really, but it's, do you feel a type of way about slavery? And to caveat off of that question, it's, do you think that you should have to answer for what your ancestors did?
I don't. Do I feel the type of way? I mean, obviously, I feel like it was horrible. I mean, I don't know. But like for the second question, like, I don't think it's even about that. Like, obviously, I think most people now like denounce slavery, but it's like you have to like, it's just like the shit that still happens in society today. That's like the type of slavery like in today's time.
So that was
So,
not
like-
my question.
Wait, what?
That's actually one of the questions I had. But the question that I have was, do you think that you personally, as a descendant of white people, like a white person,
I'm answering
do
for
you
white
think
people?
that you should answer for what they've done? Do you think, i.e., let's say an example would be reparations?
I mean, like I think like to like a certain extent, yeah.
And can you expand on that? The certain
Well,
extent.
yeah,
can you expand?
because like there's Well, wait, expand on what?
What you just said. You said yeah to a certain extent. Can
Like
you expand on
extent?
that? Yeah, can you expand on what do you mean by that?
I think. Damn, I don't know. That's a good question because, like, I think you should, but I don't know, like, what exactly, like, I think just, like, not, like, fucking, like, doing, like annoying, like, shit to black people. Like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't,
I
like,
don't know what
don't,
you're
like,
saying. There's so many likes in that sentence. I don't know.
I can't, like, if there's, like, a.
So,
just like don't be racist. Like I don't know.
okay, so that's not what I asked. So
like,
what you said, you answered. You said yes to a certain extent. So you do believe, to a certain extent, that you should have to answer for what your ancestors did, like white people in the generation should have. But, why do you believe that?
Why?
Or like, how?
Like how?
What extent?
Like what would like a reparation be?
Yeah, like okay. Well, let's just use that as an example, just to
know.
ask it. Do you believe that you should? Not you in general. Again, I'm asking for like, you're talking on behalf of the race right now. Do you believe that you all should pay reparations?
Like physically money?
Should physically pay reparations?
Oh fuck.
It's on. That's what I was just saying.
I don't think like money. I don't think like all white people should pay physically, like physical money. I think like it's more of like just like don't try to like gentrify black spaces and like that type of shit. Like I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely get that. Okay, so I'm trying to like process what you had because I had a thought there and I just forgot it. So what you're saying is you don't believe you should pay reparations?
No, I don't think like money, like physical money. Nah, maybe like if it was like a small sector of white people, like the white people that are like at the top, like 1%, like yeah. But like if we're just saying every white person, like I guess not.
I mean, to an extent that. I can see where you're coming from. I agree to an extent. But what I think about it, I think, of course, but like you said, not all, but probably yes, because you guys still benefited from the backs of our slavery, and there's kids still benefiting today financially. You know what I mean?
Well,
when they say generational wealth.
Isn't that like what taxes are for? Because like the more you make, the more you pay in taxes. I guess it's fucked up the way they use taxes because they don't use them in the.
What are you talking about taxes for?
Because you're saying it benefits like.
Yes.
Do we want to get into it? Cause,
we can get into it. No, what I'm saying is, so the backs that my ancestors slaved upon, that fed people to this day. Like it gave you guys a boost to this day. People are still eating. White people are still eating off the labor of the backs of my ancestors, financially wise. So I do believe, even if it's financially reparations and land, even not even to land, because some people do believe, we're not even gonna get into that. And reparations, land wise, money wise, land also to the Native Americans, because that's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying, because they're still today benefiting financially off of that. Even after slavery happened, like when the emancipation process happened, they just kicked them off. Okay, you guys do you. But we're still going to eat off of what you guys did. So it don't really matter. You do you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Okay, so the next question that I have for you is, do you think, okay, because this is like a joke within the black community. I don't know if it's like a stereotypical joke. Okay, so it's like, it's not. Okay, so do you think that there is a natural smell to white people when you're wet? Like, do you agree to that? That there's like
I don't agree. I don't maybe I'm like nose blind to it because I'm white, but I've heard like white people smell like nickels or some shit.
Pennies, copper, even sometimes dogs. Like I shouldn't have said that, but it's like, oh my god.
You really? That's
I
real?
won. Yes. And you probably won't, because it's like
Only
it's like the same thing
when they're like stripping.
When
wet.
you're not stripping wet, just like wet period. Like if it's raining outside and we go into a classroom, the classroom's gonna smell like wet dog.
That's
it's gonna smell like
what water
pennies.
smells. That's what rain smells.
No, ma'am. You go in the black community, okay? I'm like dead serious. You go in the black community, you go in there, you see what, because rain don't smell like that. You go to a black classroom, say, okay, so boom, we go outside, and we should do the experiment. Get a whole bunch of black people, come inside, smell, see what it smells like. Doesn't smell like that. Probably
I've never
smells like.
it.
Yeah. Okay. There's okay. Because I remember one day I was just like I said, I was the only black person in the class. This was last year. I was the only black person in the class. I walk in the classroom, I just get a whiff because it was raining. I'm like, oh my goodness. And it's
That's
crazy.
just the rain smell.
I promise you, it is not the rain. I promise you, it is not the rain. It's not the rain at all. But I think there's like a scientific reason for it. I think there's something at the core of your cell that you guys have that made you smell like that. But I get why you think it won't smell like that, because it's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You grew up. You know what I mean? It's like if your house smells. If your house smells,
you don't know.
You don't know if your house smells unless somebody else comes in and says, "Bro, your house smells."
But maybe if we did the experiment, like we had the rooms.
That's a new video, guys. We're coming. Just wait on it. We're doing the experiment. Okay, so sticking in the same sense of hygiene wise. Okay, when you're in the shower, do you use your hands to wash your body, or what do you use to wash your body?
I mean, yeah, usually I do. I mean, I've had a loofah, but that shit like loofah, that shit like gets dirty too, and then it's like, what am I doing?
So you don't use a washcloth? Do you know what a wash rag is?
Yes. No, because no.
So how do you get the dead skin off of you if you're using your hands?
Oh, well, actually, like, I will use a washcloth, but that's not, like, every time. Only, like, not every time. Like, every few days type of shit. But not, like, in the shower always. I don't know. I mean...
Pause.
It's different. But I see what you're saying.
You don't use a washcloth in the shower? What do you use?
You can kind of exfoliate, like, with your hands. Like, you can.
But it's, no. Because I tried, it is, because I've tried, after hearing about it, I tried to go in the shower, I tried to use my hands, and I just didn't feel clean. You know, I just didn't feel clean. Like, I have to have a wash rag. I have a wash rag for my face, I have a wash rag for my body, you know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't know, maybe it's just a black people thing. I don't know what it is. Okay, and caveating off of that, I don't think I'm using the right words. When you're in the shower, okay, we already determined you use your hands. Do you physically, hear me when I say this, do you physically wash your legs, or do you just let the water run down?
I physically wash my legs.
What's the if?
Well, like, if I'm just washing my hair and I'm not, like, I already took a shower, then, like, I'm not gonna, like, if I'm using, like, soap, I'm gonna wash my legs physically.
You don't use soap every time you're in the shower?
But, like, if it's, like...
Wait a minute.
If it's, like, I have to shower twice, because I have to wash my hair, like, all the time.
So, pause. Okay, wait. So, when you wash your hair, you don't wash your body?
Sometimes, if I already took a shower, yeah.
Sometimes? So, you take a shower, and then you go back in and you wash your hair?
No, like, it'll be, like, I'll take a shower at, like, a certain time, like, really early, and then if I have to take a shower again before I go to sleep, because, like, I have to do that a lot for my hair, then I might not.
Yo, this is wild. Why not just... What the fuck?
I mean, okay, let me just get...
No. You're saying that you don't wash your body after you wash your hair. So when you wash your hair, right, drips down... Does it not drip down your body?
Well, no, it does. I'm saying just for
And
like.
you don't wash
time's
your
sake,
body
if
off.
I'm like in a rush and I just need to wash my hair real quick. Like.
So if you're already taking pause, if you're already taking the amount of time to wash your hair, why not just wash your body right quick?
Sometimes I just be in a rush and like.
That's wild. I've never heard of that. You know, that's crazy. That's one thing I never heard of. I've never, like,
That might
honestly.
just be me because I swear I have to wash my hair every day. So.
No, because that's. But it's like,
Well,
you're
multiple
already
times.
washing your hair. So
Yeah, but
why
it's
not just wash
faster.
your body
Sometimes
as
it's
well?
Like, sometimes I don't even get my body wet. I literally just like.
So you
have my
just
head
do
in.
this? Your head in the thing?
Yes.
Or you physically go in? You just do this?
Yes. I've
Okay,
done
so that makes sense. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. But when you're
That's
like,
what I do.
I thought you were talking about like you're in the shower already. You're naked. You're just washing your hair. Why not just wash your
like
body?
99% of the time. I
When you stick your hair in, okay, I get that. I get
Yeah.
that because that's just like washing your hair.
Yeah.
Okay. So you wash your hair like multiple times a day?
yes.
That's wild. Okay, we'll move on. We'll move on. We'll move on. Let's see. So another question I have for you. This is particularly you because I've noticed this and it's like, what? Like, why? It's why. Why do you? So it's like every time we're about to go out, she's the one who's screaming, "Let's get the Hennessy! Let's get the Henny! The Henny!" Why do you like Henny? Because no,
Okay, I'll
because
tell you why.
historically this is an alcoholic beverage that historically, you know what I mean, is drunk in the black communities.
I didn't even. Okay, look. Can I? Is that all?
Yeah. So why do you? Is it because it's drunk by black
No,
people? You
look,
like
because
Henny?
I grew up in a white place, like, and my white friends would have Henny, like, only one of them. But, so I didn't even, like, realize the, like, Henny black thing until, like, after I moved to Vegas.
Henny
Like,
black thing.
I swear. Well, like, you know what you're
She grew up
saying.
in Huntington.
Yeah, for real. But, honestly, like, the only reason I don't like Henny anymore, but I did like Henny because I don't know if I just had a good Henny one time, but I had this Henny, like, I don't think I ever had it until after I moved out here. And, like, Brisa had some good shit, and I was like, damn, this is, like, smooth, and it got me fucked up.
Okay,
So,
so
like-
you think Henny's? Oh my gosh! So it has nothing to do with. Like, there's not a
No.
part of you that wants to be black.
No.
That's why you drink Henny.
No, I think, no. But there's also, yeah, I see how there's, like, a culture around Henny. People be like, oh, like, Henny be like, I don't know. What people say. I don't know.
Okay, we'll just move on. Okay, that was a good answer. We'll just move on. We'll move on. You cleared that up for me because I was like,
No, yeah, it's not like that. But
I was like,
honestly,
why does this girl like drink
No, I know,
Henny
it's
at a
not- I see how
time?
that
Like,
sounds
what
weird.
the hell? I'm
It's
like,
honestly-
I don't
it's
even drink
smooth.
Henny.
It is smoother
Henny
than-
is disgusting.
It's smoother than, like,
Hennessy is
drinking vodka.
disgusting.
I don't
No,
think so,
bro.
but I'm not gonna drink it.
Okay, so you talked about this earlier when I didn't ask you the question about it. So now I'm going to ask it to you, and let's see what your answer is. Do you believe that there are still effects of slavery happening to this day, and what are they? Or what's some examples?
Well, yeah. I mean, well, one off the top of my head, obviously, the, like, prison system. Because it's, I mean, do I have to go into it? Like, let me think.
Can you name 3?
I know,
Just
I'm thinking.
you ain't got to go into it. Just name. Name 5. Well, let's see how
Slavery?
many you can get.
Okay.
Effects, because you said that you obviously acknowledge that there is.
Yeah. Well, okay,
I need
mean,
examples. You don't got to go into it.
That,
Just
like-
give me like examples.
I think it's very obvious there's, like, in higher income, like, neighborhoods and shit, you'll see, like, way less black people, if any. Yeah, there, like, in my neighborhood, there's literally, like, one black family. Like, it's crazy. And it's just, like, that's obviously an effect. But, like, slavery specifically, I think, damn. I don't know, put me on the spot. Like, slavery, fuck.
So you said prisons. You said like redlining almost. Yeah, you said that. Give me another one.
like it's just, like I feel like it's all kind of ties into like the same type of thing. Like the black.
Right, what did you talk
white
about?
people are, like older white people especially are like racist. Like they're like. I don't know how, like, I don't know.
Boy, what did you talk? Okay, we'll just move on.
Yeah,
It's okay. It's okay.
I can't think right now.
We will just move on. Okay, I just have 2 more questions for you, and yeah, because I feel like your brain is about to explode. But why do you guys, and I mean you guys as in white females, actually all of you guys, why do you guys wear dirty ass Air Forces? And y'all don't clean them. Y'all don't ever switch them out. Y'all just go out in the dirty faces. Like, why do you do that?
I mean, for me, like, those are my adventure shoes. So, that's just, they're my adventure. Like, I just do everything in my Air Forces. And
so you just do everything. Let me just take a wipe, a towel or something. Let me just clean it off right quick.
No, because mine, I actually,
your shits is beat, bro. Your shits.
No, okay,
they beat.
No, but I have cleaned them, but the thing is, it's just past the point of being clean. Like, the leather is, like, worn off. So it's, like, a different color.
She said she gonna get her money's worth. And,
yeah, I think that's what it is.
Sum it up. They only $90, but she gonna get her money worth for them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
She ain't never switching them out. Okay, so the last question I have is, what's one way that you think your life would have been different if you had been born black or another race, a minority race?
Well, I think I probably wouldn't have been born in Huntington Beach. I mean,
why is that?
Why is that?
Yeah,
because there's no black people there, really. There's a couple.
Okay, I get that, but I mean, like, on a different level, not like the place you're born. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, wait, ask the question again.
So, what is one way you think that your life would have been different if you had been born black, or if you had been born like a minority? You can't think of any ways your life would have been different?
Well, I think I would experience like the type of shit you're talking about. Like, where I feel like I probably wouldn't fit in with like other white people, and like, because there's just more white people here than black people, like in America, right? So it's like, that would definitely.
So you're saying you would experience basically what it means to be black, like the experiences that I've talked about today. So yeah. By you saying that, are you acknowledging that there are certain privileges that you have as a white woman?
Yeah.
Why are you saying like that?
Like what?
I'm just making sure.
No, yeah.
Okay, for sure. Well, that was all the questions I had for you today.
All right.
From a black person to a white person. Now let's see what she got for me.
All right. First question. So I would say like you personally.
Okay.
Do you get offended if, like, would you be offended if a white person had, like, a black hairstyle, like, such as, like they went and got, like, cornrows, or, like...
Mm-hmm. So, look at the bitch braids. Okay, that's a good question. So, me personally, I don't think it's more so offended, but just one... Okay, I'm just go. 1, it does not look right on your head. Take this shit out. 2, the effects is gonna have, when we be saying don't get feed-ins, don't get these braids, it's not like, well, yes, there's a historical one that I'm gonna reach on in a minute, but it's like, it's not meant for your hair. I promise you, your hair will fall out. Your hair would like, it's not meant for your hair whatsoever. So it's like, why would you want to do it?
Why are you
doing it? That's my issue. Why are you doing it? You're appropriating black culture. Why? Because you want to be black, but you don't want to be what comes with being black.
Yeah, I see.
And it's like with cornrows or like braids, if you're going to rock it, or even locks, if you're going to rock it, can you tell me the historical contents behind it? You don't know what it means. Why did we? Okay, so now I'm not going back to Africa. Let's go back to when we're in America. Why did we wear braids? Why did we do this? First of all, we weaved rice, we weaved food into the braids so that we can eat. You know what I mean? We used it as trails to find the Underground Railroad, to find our way to freedom. Like, there's historical context behind this. There's a spiritual connection from wearing locks, from a black person wearing locks. There's a spiritual connection from our hair, the way our hair grows, the way. So it's like, if you don't understand any of that, if you're doing it because you think it looks cool, because you like to, you want to be black, but you don't want to be with, because black is cool, take the shit out your hair, bro. So in a way, yes, I do. Not offended. Offended is not the right word.
Just like, don't, like, why are you doing it?
Why are you doing it? If you can explain, if you can sit up here and explain to me why you're doing it, I'm like, okay, rock your shit then, but just be aware of the effects it's going to have on your hair.
Yeah.
It's like, you look goofy as hell. Just be aware you look goofy. But at the same time, it's like, hey, what can we do? Because everybody want to be black, but no one wants to be black. Put that on a t-shirt. Like, somehow.
All right. Next question. Okay, you know Logic, the rapper? This is
Some
like, I'm just
I
curious.
know a little bit about him. I don't really listen to him. All I know is that
You know what he looks
Suicide song. I know what he looks like.
If you like
I don't want to
saw
die.
Logic, where
Does he
like,
want to be alive?
let's say like had like a couple like conversation with him, would you know he's black just without him saying?
No, he's a passive.
You would
He's
think
passive.
he's white.
He's white. No, he's white.
He's white.
Here's
Okay.
the thing. In
So-
America, I'm sorry. It's a two-part. Okay, sorry.
Two-part.
As a mama, you gotta let me do it. Okay.
So can he say the N-word?
Here's the thing. So when I say he's passing, he's still black. He still has that, like, his dad is black, from what I presume. That must mean that he was raised around black people. He was raised in the black community. He was raised around the black side of his family, which means that, you know, we say that a lot, even though I know some people don't, but it's like, you're black to me. You're still black. The one drop rule that they announced in slavery, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
historical wise, I guess so, yes.
It's just like confusing because he doesn't look black, right? Because then it's like, is he
And that's
being
another
discriminated
thing.
against if he looks white?
What do you mean being discriminated?
Oh, okay. I guess that's not really. 'cause
No.
he's born
What do you
black.
mean by that?
I mean, like, I guess I know, like, obviously growing up, but if he's just like in an area with like, let's say, like, racist motherfuckers.
Okay, I know what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you're saying. So it's
But that's like kind of the only instance.
Yeah, no. So I know exactly what you're saying. He doesn't walk the same shoes as a dark-skinned black person, basically.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what they did in like slavery times. You know what I mean? Segregation. He's white passing, which means there are certain privileges that he has that I don't have, but I will never take away his blackness. Still, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of mixed people who don't acknowledge their blackness. It's those instances where I'd be like, bro, don't let that shit come out your mouth. You're not my brother. You're not my sister. You want to be with them, so go be with them at the end of the day. So it's like, if he acknowledges that he's black, he acknowledges the privileges that he has to it, okay. He's still, you know what I mean? We're still, and we're, you know what I mean? He's still black.
I see what you're saying.
But he's not, you know what I mean? Because, like, he's white passing.
Yeah.
I don't know if I explained
Okay.
it, but
No, yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay, this is kind of like similar.
okay.
In like the black community, is it like are light skins and dark skins like treated differently, and like one discriminated against the other?
Yeah. So I feel like everything that you're asking me just goes back, and I'm gonna keep saying it goes back to slavery. It goes back to segregation because it 100% does. Even like now, a lot of people like to there's a divide. There's a divide in the black community between light skins and dark skins, brown skins, and it just stems from so slavery. The house slaves were mostly light skins. You know what I mean? So it's like, here's what I'm coming from as a dark skinned woman, and from what my experience or from what I've known to be. Now, I'm not saying this is everything, but from them being in the house, from moving on to segregation, and them being able to do this and that. So it's like there comes a sense of, oh, you're better. You think you're better than us, but you're still black. You know what I mean? So it's like even in media, the light skins are looked as, even light skinned women, they're looked as oh, this and that. Like we can see them a lot within movies and stuff, but there's not a lot of dark skin representation and stuff. So to answer your question, yes, there is a divide. I wouldn't say segregation, it's colorism. There is a divide in the black community between light skins and dark skins, brown skins, or whatever. But it's, yeah. I don't know. This is definitely a divide, and it's stupid to be, because it's like, we're all black, bro. We're all black.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, in the sense of, you know how they be like the light skin face, how light skins think they just, oh, this and that. They think they're so pretty. They think they're prettier than even like the light skin.
Oh, yeah, they do, huh?
Because the media and the world has put them technically like on a pedestal. Like they've ranked us almost.
Yeah, it is. Everybody's like, oh, I want like a light skin. Baby.
Yeah, I want a light skin. I want to do this and that. Like, bro, calm down, okay?
Yeah, that's weird.
You're not that. You're not that.
Yeah.
We're all black though, so it's like, I don't like the divide. I don't like the division. My mom's light skin, so it's like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know. Definitely a divide.
Alright, why is it a stereotype that y'all are always late? Or like, why do you think?
Because we is.
Like, why?
We are,
why
because there's a couple of black people who aren't late. Okay?
Are you one?
Sometimes. When it's like, when I have to do like important business or school related things, I'm on time. But anything outside of that, baby, I ain't not on time. And I got that from my grandma and my mom, and my entire family is on this time. Okay? When my grandma says she's pulling up, that means she just got on the freeway and she's an hour away. She like, come outside. Come outside, I'm pulling up. You'll be sitting outside for an hour. That's just black people. We're just on color people time. I wouldn't say that's for like the whole race, but
so like if I'm like let's say I'm like, oh, come over at 4. Are you thinking like I'm not gonna leave until like 4? Or like
for me personally, it depends on what it is.
Okay.
Because it's like, if I don't deem it as being serious, no, I'm gonna come here at like 4:30 or something like that.
Okay.
But if you ask like anybody else, I'm using my grandma as a reference because she's late to everything, and I hope she's seeing this because she's late to everything. If you tell her to come, she's late to church. Church start at 10:30, ends at 12:30. She will come into church at 12:20 talking about, whoo, such a good sermon. Oh, it was such a good. I'm like, you weren't even there.
She missed communion. Oh wait, what kind of church?
Communion.
Baptist, Catholic church.
Baptist. I'm not Catholic.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Or my family's not Catholic. Baptist and stuff like that. So it's like, well, you know, the black church. But it's like, yeah. So we definitely support that claim. We support that stereotype because it's true. It's definitely true. Now, I'm not saying that for everybody, but the ones that I know is true. Most definitely true. They be late to everything.
That's pretty much all the questions I had.
Yeah, that's all the questions you had? I'm just saying, like, keep going on that. I'm sorry. I just want to if Jesus was to come down here and he would tell them a time, they would be late to that. Well, that's all the questions. That's really all the questions you have. You have no other questions? I feel like I grilled you and you have no questions.
I mean, I have one more, but it's just...
Say what you gotta say. Speak your truth.
I don't even...
This is an open space.
I don't even care about this question, really. I mean, I shouldn't say that.
Just say it.
I don't know. Okay, I haven't seen this, really.
Mm-hmm.
But is it like do you think it's like a thing that like black people are more homophobic, I guess?
100%. It stems from slavery.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
no, it stems.
How?
I'm talking black Americans. I'm not talking about black Africans because it's something within their culture. But in African American culture, especially in Jamaica. Black Jamaicans. I'm trying to get
You're
to the
saying
point.
not America,
No,
or
no.
American
Listen, I'm saying black people in general. I'm going to the diaspora. Okay, So, let's just say slaves, descendants of slaves, are more likely to be homophobic, especially in the black community, because they used to have these plantations where they called it something bucking. I don't remember the exact words, but these were plantations where they used to destroy the black men. They used to destroy by raping them, and by, you know what I mean, doing all these different things. So yes, that's where homophobia comes from. They're like, bro, get that out of you know what I mean? And it's still in the genes, in the DNA today. And today it comes from, a lot of times within the black religion, it does come from Christianity, because they misread the Bible. You know what I mean? There's a lot of homophobic.
And a lot of black people are Christian.
In America, yes. Because of slavery.
Yeah.
I feel like all these questions, everything that
that's how black people were brought to America, right? So
it ties it ties back to slavery. So yeah, I feel like a lot of black people are homophobic, especially like the older generations, just because of 1, slavery, 2, religion, and 3, just because we are seen, or especially like within the hood, I guess, or black communities, as we have to be strong. We have to do this and that. I'm speaking of like towards the male side. So if you're anything of that, if you're more feminine or you're more masculine, it's definitely looked upon. In the older generations, not so much today. Not so much today. Because I know today a lot of people are just more comfortable with their sexuality, and it's like, do you? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely, 100%.
All right, yeah, that's interesting.
100%.
Yeah, that's all the questions.
So those are all the questions that we had to you guys today. I appreciate your answers and your honesty and all the likes that you gave within your sentences.
Yeah, I can't. It's hard for me to put my thoughts together, like in the air.
and like. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. In the comment section, go ahead and give us more questions if you guys want us to answer it, to give us more dialogue, I guess. And you have anything left to say?
Nah.
Black power!